Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. Today I will be reviewing episode 4 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'm a little bit sad because I completely forgot that there are only 6 episodes. Yeah, my friend told me about it and I was like, wait, what? We only have 2 episodes left? I mean, granted, WandaVision we got 9, but there was supposed to be 10. And some of the episodes were like 20 minutes long, so at least we are getting like around 40 to 50 minutes per episode, so that is okay. But I'm gonna go straight into the review and say immediately, Sebastian Stan is such an amazing actor, and there's a reason, obviously, besides the fact that he plays the Winter Soldier and he's amazing. But there's a reason why the first time I watched him in the Winter Soldier back in high school, I immediately fell in love, and it's like, his acting is so good. And then seeing that opening scene in Wakanda when Bucky's just crying and I believe Ayo is her name, and she's just telling him that he's a free man and all of his emotions. Sebastian Stan is an amazing actor, and I mean, he was nominated for an Oscar in I, Tonya. Not to say that award shows necessarily mean that you're good, bad, or better than anyone else, because I do think those are overrated, but that's for another day. The next thing is, I'm already loving how much Zemo we are getting. Again, when I saw Daniel Brühl, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, in Civil War, I was like, he is a great villain. At the time, he was basically the only villain that actually won and did what he wanted to do, split the Avengers apart. And honestly, I never thought we were gonna see him again because that's typically the case. But then 5 years later, you're telling me 5 years later, we're getting him? If you told me that in grade 12, I'd be like, shut up, no we're not. We're not getting first of all, we're not getting an MCU TV show. I don't believe it. But I really hope that they don't get rid of him after the show and maybe they have him in a movie or something, or at the very least, they get another season, because I am loving it so much, and I just love how clever, how sneaky he is. We love him. Literally, Marvel, the other week or two, released the Zemo cut of him dancing back in episode 3. That was amazing. I want to also mention how, although Carly is obviously one of the big bads in this season, and I understand her fight, it is a good cause and the actress is doing an amazing job. The character itself is pretty good. It's just the way that she's trying to meet her goal or complete her mission. It's just unethical. And again, like I've said in previous reviews, this show is really good with playing with your morals and make you think they're fighting for a good cause, but the way they're fighting for it is not good. So props to the actress, because she's just 10 out of 10 amazing. Now, I gotta talk about Zemo again very quickly though. I just love how polite host he is, just offering Sam and Bucky Turkish delights or tea and stuff. I just found that completely funny, and from what I said in my episode 2 review to now about John Walker, that man is literally a fucking asshole. I hate him so much. He is so pretentious, and I just want to say, you're literally Captain America because they just needed a copycat. They just needed someone to fill in Steve's shoes, and you are replaceable. But Wyatt Russell, who is Kurt Russell's son, if you don't know who that is, he played Ego, the main villain, Star-Lord's dad in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but Wyatt Russell is doing an amazing job. Sadly, he is so good at acting like an asshole that people are giving him hate online. I can never understand why people do that, but the actor is doing a great job. Honestly, all the actors in this show are doing amazing, so I am interested to see what's going to happen with his character. Is he going to die in the end of the season, or is he going to become a villain? If he becomes a villain, is he going to become like a bigger threat later on if they continue the show, or maybe like in a movie? We're going to have to wait and see that. But the scene with Carly and Sam, when Sam was being like decent and considerate human being, is like, let me just talk to her, like, give me 10 minutes. Literally 10 minutes is not that long, okay? You know, just watch a video or something. But I love the fact that we were able to see him empathize with her, even though she is a villain, just because the action she decided to take to try to, like, achieve her mission was not ethical, it wasn't good, but Sam is still able to be like, I understand your issue, like, I'm fighting your fight too, but it's just on a different side, and I cannot condone what you're trying to do. And I just loved, like, the interaction, like, the ambiance, if I have to say, of just the two of them talking, because it wasn't like, it didn't feel like there was any anger in the room. I don't know how exactly to describe it, but it felt like he was just trying to reach out, because he mentioned that he did, group therapy or counseling for, I think it was, well, for people in the war back in, like, Winter Soldier, like, the film, but he was actually doing something good. And then Walker just has to be a fucking idiot and go in and ruin out. Lamar, I honestly don't know how you're friends with him or how you're able to just, like, yeah. But another scene I want to mention is I fucking love the scene when Zemo, like, found Carly and he shot her. He's like, he does not take any shit from any super soldier. But my favorite part about that scene was when the vials, like, came out, and then she's like, and then he sees them, and he's like, and then he's just stepping on them, and then we get that underhead shot of, like, Zemo stepping on the vials. I'm guessing they possibly used plexiglass to do that, but oh, that was amazing. As I've gotten older, I can really appreciate some good cinematography and a nice chef's or director's kiss to that. For my next point, I know I said that I haven't been watching Easter egg videos for this show just because I don't want it to possibly, like, spoil or ruin the overall, how I take it. I can't think of the word at the moment. I'm sorry, it's almost midnight. But, I watched a New Rockstar's Easter egg video, and the guy mentioned that throughout this episode, Walker starts having these, I don't know if you would call them tics, but he has, like, spasms, like, in his neck. He'll move it, and I think, like, his arms and stuff, and he's, like, pressing the bridge of his nose, seeming like he has a headache or something. But it seems like he's getting more unhinged throughout more that we get of him and more that we learn of him. And we do know that there was one super soldier serum vial left after he rudely hit Zemo with his shield. I don't think he needed to do that, but is he gonna take it? Is he not gonna take it? If you watched the episode, you already know. But it's interesting to see what's gonna happen with him. And oh no, the scene where the Dora Milaje, I'm so sorry, I am saying that so bad, but when they come in and literally Walker's getting his ass kicked by these badass Wakanda women, yeah, you really should just, like, stay in your own lane, Walker, because you're not as good as you think you are. But I love how Sam, Zemo, and Bucky are just standing on the side, just like, yeah, cool, cool. The looking strong Walker line from Bucky, amazing. I loved it. I also love, at the end, when Walker was like, they weren't even super soldiers. Well, no shit. If you think you're the best, obviously you're gonna get beaten, because if you have, like, that big of an ego, are you really that good, or do you think you're that good? I also jotted down the note that, when he was saying, like, they had no jurisdiction, like, dude, you, like I mentioned earlier, you're just a copycat. You're so, like, he's just so warped up in the idea that he is Captain America. He has all this power, but not enough that he ended up taking the super soldier serum, because obviously, who wouldn't want to be all powerful? I also wanted to say that that whole fight scene was so badass. I loved it. When Bucky's arm just came off, he was surprised that that happened, but honestly, like, this show is just doing so well with dealing with serious emotions, but also having, like, awesome action scenes, but also having good character development, but also having, I already forgot it, but also having good humor in it. We don't deserve this show because it is way too good. It was also interesting how Lamar and Walker were having the discussion of, like, oh, if you could take the serum, would you? And Lamar is like, you know, it only, like, emphasizes what's already there, you know, like, it doesn't change you or anything, whereas, like, it's a good nod back to the first Captain America movie where where the doctor that created it was telling Steve that he doesn't want a perfect soldier, but a good man, and obviously, depending on the people, it will just, like, completely warp your mind, make you possibly power hungry, or just, we all know what happened to Red Skull. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And we know that, obviously we know that Walker took the serum, because did anyone not see that coming? Maybe other than Pietro, because he can't. But besides that really lame joke, I liked how throughout the scene they just showed him just, again, more unhinged. He just seems so out of it. He's getting used to the serum as well, because I don't think he seemed surprised. It's just he didn't know how to, like, use this new power that he had. And I also thought that Marvel was actually gonna show, like, his friend get set on fire. I'm glad that that didn't happen, but he honestly did not deserve the way he died. Obviously, it was, like, kind of an accident, but, I mean, Carly does want to kill Captain America, so yeah, but that was really sad. It was a really good, like, ending sequence, the whole action and everything, but man, the second that happened, Walker just went ballistic. And then when he jumped out of the window and was chasing after the guy and he killed him, I didn't have as much of a, like, a surprised reaction to it, because I knew something serious happened at the end of the episode. But I mean, the guy is a bad guy. I don't recall the name of the person that Walker killed, but that is not the way you handle it. Like, they're trying to, Sam and Bucky are, like, trying to just get them put away and that stuff, but jeez. And the fact that the guy was a huge Captain America fan when he was a kid, that is just, it's sad. It kind of shows, like, how your paths can change and everything, but oh my god, when the blood was on the shield and people are like looking shocked, and Sam and Bucky were just like, ooh. Especially when Carly looked fucking scared as shit. I am so curious what's gonna happen with these final 2 episodes, cause oh my god, so much is gonna happen. Like, the pace is getting faster and faster. They're gonna have to wrap it up, and we only have 2 more weeks of it, which I'm gonna be so sad when it happens. But that's all I have to say about episode 4, cause it's amazing. Like, there's not much else I can add. I haven't had any, like, issues with the show, surprisingly, because WandaVision, I did have, like, a few things, but I'm loving it so much. I can't wait until we get Loki, because obviously it's gonna be amazing. I'm, like, intrigued a little bit to see that Marvel is doing so good with their TV shows, because granted, it's only been 2 shows, but, like, some of their films I don't like as much, you know, as other films, but so far, like, they've been doing amazing, so keep up the good work, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the button below, comment down what your favorite scene was in episode 4, and if you think Walker is going to become the final big bad or not. We also have the power broker that we don't know much about, and I'll see you next time.